your legal challenges. And just keep your paperwork in order. Make sure you are supposed to do what you're supposed to do, but also vote. Vote so that your voice will be heard internally and externally. And then when you get out to do things in the community, among things, you won't feel that you don't have no power, because you're going to have power, which is one of the reasons why my godson and I and my goddaughter came up with a new legislation that can be attached to old registered legislation and or new. And it's called Legal Abuse Prevention Act. And basically it puts guardrails in so that people like attorneys, bad attorneys and bad judges are not able to abuse elderly people, sick, disabled people, or people who don't have an attorney at the time. Because we had an attorney, didn't have an attorney, and each time different things happen. But we understand it to be true that if you have a good judge, it don't matter, right? It don't matter, because the judge is there. He or she took an oath of office. And this is why we have to vote the right people in who have a conscience and really want to serve the community and be who they're supposed to be when they put on that robe. So that's a big deal. And I'm just going to leave you at that. I'm so glad I got a chance to get on for a hot second to talk to you all. I'm going to do it again. We're going to try to do it with my godson, but understanding what's going on is very important. You can't make a decision about something and be disrespectful, narcissist in any regard without talking to both sides, right? So you need to know, if you're going to make an opinion anyway, know something, talk to the person at least 5 minutes. But at the end of the day, we're not dealing with any type of paternity, just so you'll know. We started out as paternity, but the case turned into a fraud case. So you can't deal with anything until you deal with the fraud, because that's what they're trying to use as to block us with, by not doing anything with the discovery, by not reviewing the evidence of fraud. And if they don't review it, then they can't give you what the underlying case could be or would be if that wasn't there. So that's completely my godson's area in terms of paternity, and he can do whatever he wants with that. He knew that. He's always known that we all good there. We've always focused on our constitutional rights, because we felt constitutional human rights is those two are very important, even though paternity rights is good as well. But your constitutional rights, being able to go in court and get a fair due process, whether you win or lose, for us meant more than all these other things like other people concerned with, because we're not concerned with that. That's not our call. We know what our call is. It's very clear what God has called us to do for this season, this time, and what we're going through. So we are trying to deal with the bad attorneys, because we know that the attorneys had a big part of the things to do. We've also had some circumstances, obviously, with the judges. That's another discussion, another time. Nonetheless, I know some of you know that's out there as well, because the judges are the ones who sign the orders, right? They sign it, and they have an oath of office. But just like I said, you look at the Supreme Court of the United States, and you see how they did certain things that everybody knew. Even lay people knew that it was just not right. Whether you like another candidate or not, you know this was not God and this was not right. So something hanky-panky went on, and it's influencing and making a difference for the whole country. And that, and my friends, is not good. So please, 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 so get out and vote. Be a voting voice for the community so that you can empower the community.